Welcome students. Today we are going to start your fifth chapter, that is verb and kind of verb. Okay, so in this chapter we will be reading what is verb. We'll be reading about the different types of verb. We'll be reading about the object of verb and transitive verb, intransitive verb, strong verb and weak verb. Generally, basically we will be reading about the functioning of verb, how the word verb, how this part of speech verb works, what is the function of it. Okay, so what is verb? According to your book, a verb is a word that denotes an action or being or possession. So verb means, in simple word, verb is a doing word. Any word that suggests an action, that denotes an action, is a verb. Okay, for example, if I say Rohit learns very fast. What he does? Learns. So learns is my verb. If I say Rohit keeps his money in his wallet. So what does Rohit do? Rohit keeps his money in his wallet, showing an action. Okay. For example, if I again say that Mother Teresa was the founder of the Missionaries of Charity. What does Mother Teresa, what is the work of Mother Teresa? Mother Teresa has or was the founder of the missionaries. So this keeps, throws, is, was, has, have, these all are your verb. Verb which shows an action, which shows a being, which shows a possession. Okay, which shows a possession. So verb can be an action, verb can be a being, verb can be the possession. Okay, that denotes action, that denotes something is being done or is happening. So now your topic is object of verb. What is the object of verb? Object of verb is the part on which the verb works upon. Object of verb is the part on which your verb works upon. For example, if I say Rohan packed the bag. Rohan packed the bag. What he did? He packed. What? He packed a bag. If I simply say Rohit kicked the ball. What did Rohit do? Rohit kicked. On what? What did Rohit kick? Ball. So the action is done upon something and that something becomes the object of verb. So what is the object? Object of the verb, we can simply say that using verb and the word what on whom, the word answers the question is the object of the verb. By taking the verb as a question, whatever answer we get is the object of the verb. For example, if I say the hunter killed the tiger. What did the hunter do? The hunter killed. What did he kill? The tiger. If I say the teacher punished the student. What did the teacher do? Punished. Whom he punished? Student. So student becomes my object of the verb. Okay. Now comes kinds of verb. Now we can see that kinds of verb. See? Kinds of verb, transitive and intransitive verb. So what is transitive verb? What is intransitive verb? Transitive verb means the verb which requires an object to complete its meaning. Transitive verb means which requires the object to complete meaning. See, not every sentence which has verb has an object. Don't think, while I was teaching you the object of verb, don't think that every sentence that has a verb will contain an object. It is not necessary. Sentence having verb may have an object, may not have an object. The verb can act upon an object or may not have an object to act. So when a verb requires an object to complete its meaning, it is known as transitive verb. And when the verb does not require an object to complete its meaning, then it is known as your intransitive verb. See, the examples of transitive verb. An electrician repairs the fan. What does the electrician do? Repairs. What he repairs? The fan. So this repairs is depending upon the fan. The verb is working upon the object. So this is your transitive verb. This is your transitive verb. Now see. Thus, in your second sentence, see, the sentence 1, the word repairs are the examples of transitive verb. Again, the answer is fan. What is the object? The object is fan. So, we can say that words which require objects, the verb which require object to complete sense, to make the sense complete, are known as transitive verb. Now, what is intransitive verb? The verb that does not require an object to complete its meaning but makes a good sense. So, in a sentence in which the verb does not require an object to complete its meaning is known as your intransitive verb. For example, if I say, the girl smiled. People crowded to see the king. See, the girl smiled. Here, do we have an object? No. We do not have an object. Smile upon somebody. No, the girl smiled. But my meaning is complete. So, this is my intransitive verb. It does not require an object to work upon. People crowded to see the king. People crowded. Do we have an object? Is it functioning on anything? Is it doing the work on anything? No. People crowded. If you are saying again, ma'am, see, we have to see the king. So this to see the king is not your object. This is a complement. This is a part of sentence which is completing the sentence. This is not your object. To see the king is not your object. Smile and crowded do not require object to make sense complete. See the difference. When I am saying that the electrician repairs the fan, what he repaired? Fan. So that is my object. But if I am saying the people crowded to see the king, the people crowded. Crowded is a simple original verb. It does not require any object to complete its meaning. And to see the king is a plain complement. Complement sentence. Okay. So today we will be completing only up to this, and I will be teaching you the rest, the verbs of incomplete predication and double objects in your next video. So till now, revise in this video, revise what is transitive verb and what is intransitive verb. Find your own sentences, write your own sentences, see the differences, and then do take out your doubts. In your next video online classes, I will be dealing with all your doubts regarding this chapter. Okay? So till then, bye.